Hello, I'm Edward P. Menson. So, I'm going to report the Gender of Desire, Male Sexuality by Michael S. Kimmel na Chapter 1, The Gender of Desire. Dito, in-explore ni Michael yung mga social construction of male sexual desires and the challenges that that male desire is purely biological and argues that must shape ito by cultural norms and power dynamics. Gendering desire. Now here, in our intimate lives, is there greater expression of gender difference than in our sexual relationships? She may make love just like a woman, as Bob Dylan famously sung, but he will make love just like a man. So, dito po is, sabi nga, she may make love like a man, but he would make love just like a man. So, dito parang sinasabi na mas mas na ano natin yung mas na-express natin yung gender differences most clearly in their sexual relationships. Ganun. Woman may approach intimacy in one way, uh, and the man is in another way. Yan, like, yun, dito parang sinasabi na dalawa lang yung gender na pwedeng maano, men and tsaka women. Next is, and though we often think that the sexual orientation is the great dividing line in our sexual expression, if one is gay or straight, one knows all one needs to know about their sexualities. The evidence points decidedly the other way toward an understanding that gender, not sexual orientation, is the dividing line along with sexual expression, desires, and experience is organized. So, dito, sinasabi na many people na nag-assume that sexual orientation, whether one is gay or straight, is the main factor that para ma-define yung someone's sexuality, ganun. Pero may evidence na nagsasabi ang gender differences is between male and female, ganun. Dalawa lang sila. Pero many people ay many people yan experience and express their sexuality. Kaya sinasabi dito, meron gay or straight, di natin alam if kung may mga iba pa silang gustong sexuality. Yan. Sabi dito, isang woman does nothing as women do. She thinks, speaks, and acts differently. Her tastes are different from our tastes. Her blood even does not flow in her veins as ours does. At times it rushes through them like a foaming mountain torrent. She does not eat like us, neither as much nor of us the same dishes. Why? Chiefly because she does not digest as we do. Her digestion is every moment troubled with one thing. She yearns with her very bowels the deep cup of love, which is called the pelvis, is a sea of varying emotion, hindering the regularity of the nurture function, cited in Gartedo, 1988. So, sa page 18 natin makikita itong quote na to. Nabasa ko dito sa book ng Gender of Desire. Ang quote na to is, na-argue niya yung men and women are different in almost everything. Kagaya, di ba, sabi, yung pag-digest ng babae is magkaiba sa pag-digest ng lalaki. So, sabi nga, mas nagtutrouble yung pag-digestion ng babae kaysa sa mga lalaki. So, pati sa mga physical process, malaki yung magkaiba ng women sa men. Eh, at mas ina-emphasize nito yung view ng woman's body and emotion are very different from men's. Yan. The double standard persists today, perhaps less in what we actually do and more in the way we think about sex. Men still stand to gain status and women to lose it from sexual experience. He's a stud who scores. She's a slut who gives it up. Boys are taught to try to get sex. Girls are taught strategies to fall the boys' attempts. So, dito, meron pa rin tinatawag na double standard when it comes to sexual behavior. Um, sa society mas mas nape-praise yung sa mga lalaki for having yan, mahilig makipag-sex sa iba-iba, kahit sino, ganun, kahit di nila partners, ayun. Tapos so sa mga babae naman is parang shame ito na nakikipag-sex sila dahil malilabel sila na ang parang slut, yan sabi nga sa text. So, tsaka yung dito mas ina-encourage yung boys na to have a sex para mas mapatunayan nila yung pagiging lalaki nila. Tas yung mga babae naman is to resist this advance. Closing the sexual gender gap. Despite the persistence of gender differences in sexual attitudes and behaviors, the sexual gender gap has been closing in recent years as women and men's sexual experience come to more closely resemble one another, or rather women's experience have come to resemble men's. So, sabi dito, kahit despite the persistence of gender differences in sexual attitudes and behaviors, ang women's and men's ay parang mas nagiging close yung kanilang experience sa kanilang sexual experience pala yan. And mas na-resemble na sila as mas close talaga sa mga lalaki dahil sa sexual yun. Mas nagiging similar na sila sa pagiging similar to sexual experience ng men's. Yun. Sorry po, nabubulol. Homosexuality as gender conformity. This is contrary to our common sense understanding of homosexuality, as well as those biological studies that suggest that gay men have biological affinity to women as opposed to heterosexual men. So, dito is mas nakakontradicts niya yung traditional view ng gay men are biologically more similar to women than to heterosexual men. So, yun lang. Is na lang niya yun na mas kontra niya lang yung common sense understanding ng homosexuality, na yung men is ayun nga, more similar sila kaysa sa heterosexual men. What else affects sexuality? Well, gender remains one of the organizing principles of sexuality. Other aspects of our lives also profoundly influence our sexual behaviors and expectations. So, habang gender is patuloy pa rin nag-influence ng sexuality, yung other aspect ng life natin is maapektuhan, like social, cultural, and also masishape din nito yung people's sexual behaviors and expectation. sabi nga dito sa ano, may influence niya din yung our sexual behaviors and expectations about sexuality. Yan. So last is gender differences versus in our sexual expression and our sexual experience, but they are far less significant than they used to be, and the science point to continue conver- ah, convergence. It may come as a relief to realize that our lovers are not from other planets but are capable of the same joys and pleasures that we enjoy. True differences remain between women and women, to which we might say vibe-less differences, however modest and however much their significance is declining. So, gender differences in sexuality still exist, pero mas less significant siya than in the past. Kasi nga, di ba, parang ngayon, mas lumalawak ang ating kaalaman about gender dahil sa mga, yan, nababasa nating book, mas naging educated tayo about gender and about discrimination sa gender, ganun. Itong differences ng ito is yung differences nito are slowly disappearing dahil mas tinutulungan na tayo na itong mas ma-realize na men and women share similar sexual experience, yun, and hindi sila nagkakaiba wala silang pinagkaiba pagdating sa sexuality, yun. Yun lang, mas less sila sa wala namang halos pinagkaiba talaga about sexuality yung men and women. So conclusion nito is di ko lang nailagay dito, pero yung conclusion ni Kimmel, yes, is yung deconstruction ng idea that bisexual desire is natural phenomenon, and he also emphasizes that desire is socially constructed, shaped by culture, power dynamics, and gender roles. Yan lang. Thank you.